Please welcome to the stage your host, GSMA Limited CEO, John Hoffman.
Good morning. It's my pleasure to welcome you to this very special program where we will experience the world's first 5G mentored live surgery. The event taking place in this auditorium includes a broadcast through 5G technology, live 5G technology, of a live surgery being performed at Hospital Clinic Barcelona. A team of surgeons will follow the instructions of an expert doctor on stage, Dr. De Lacy. It's a pioneering project in the medical field and will show one of the great advantages that the introduction of 5G technology will bring to healthcare. 5G will make it possible to conduct simultaneously, bringing together different specialists from all around the world by synchronizing the necessary devices to permit any number of surgical procedures. This is truly revolutionary and just one of the benefits of 5G that will bring us. But before we begin, a health warning. This broadcast may contain content or images that are graphic and could affect you. So please leave prior to the live broadcast if you so desire. Let me thank all of the partners involved. Vodafone Spain for supplying the necessary 5G network to connect the surgeons. The Telestration Project, a technology created by Advances in Surgery AIS channel, the world's leading online platform for medical education and a pioneer in teletraining for surgeons. The Hospital Clinic Barcelona, an institution that maintains the latest high-tech surgical equipment, and Optimus, a hospital surgery room classified as one of the most advanced in the world. And finally, 5G Barcelona for providing the framework of this pilot, presented here by Mobile World Capital, whose aim is to transform the city of Barcelona into a 5G digital hub. Technology is a key to delivering these major advances in healthcare as we intelligently connect everyone and everything to a better future. So now it is my great honor to introduce Dr. Antonio De Lacy, Head of Gastrointestinal Surgery Services at Hospital Clinic of Barcelona, who will introduce our speakers and lead this 5G telementored live surgery. Dr. Lizzie.
Mr. Hoffman, thank you very much indeed for your kind welcome. We have here, let me say, something for me very important because, you know, they are not only authorities, you are, at least let me say, you are friends. Thank you very much for coming. And I wanted to thanks also because we're here because all the industry, all the effort of many people, however, we are here thanks to the patient. Because you will see a live surgery thanks to the generosity of our patients, let me say, in the best hospital, in no doubt, in our country. Today, experts estimate that all human medical knowledge doubles every 18 months. The pace of progress in surgical innovation is so fast that some surgeons have expressed serious concern about patient safety as technology diffuses through keeping hospital organization up with surgical innovation is imperative for growth. But surgical programs can be slow to adopt because new technology may result in poor patients' outcomes early in the adoption cycle. Because of these fears, the idea of telementoring is born. Telementoring and telestration are different than telemedicine, teleconferencing, telementoring, telepresence, or teleconsultation. Telementoring is a relation facilitated by telecommunication technology in which an expert, mentor, provides guidance to a less experienced learner, mentee, from a remote localization. Telestration is a technique for drawing freehand annotations over a still image or video. But problem in surgery. We need a real-time mentoring without delay or latency, until we cannot do it with the 3G or 4G actual systems. Can I have the video? I hope the video is so beautiful as the video we saw from GSMA. Can I have the video, please? It's a special video dedicated to you. Everything thanks to GSMA, Mobile World Capital, Barcelona, Vodafone, and AA Standard. Today we have the opportunity to assist a real telemetry and telestration using 5G system for the first time in the world. This is the first time. This is first step to achieve our dream. Our dream is to make remote operations in the near future. We have now, if you have the image, we have now one of the, I think it's important to have better speakers. We have Carlos Grau from Mobile World Capital Barcelona, he's the CEO. Julia Velasco, Vodafone Network Deployment Director. Let me say my boss, and at the same time my friend, Josep Maria Campistol, Hospital Clinic Barcelona, is the CEO, the big boss. And Rod Menchaca is the CEO of ACE Channel. Thank you, Rod, for coming. I think the first is asking question to the real protagonists of this event. My first question is to Carlos. How has this project been developed?
Well, this project has been one of the pillars of our initiative in 5G Barcelona, a joint alliance between all the research and technology centers, the public administration with the government of Catalonia and the Barcelona City Hall, in order to make Barcelona as an open lab of 5G projects worldwide and anticipating internet service of the future. So basically, what we have done here is identifying use cases with a large corporation, in this case with the Hospital Clinic, identifying entrepreneurs with high advanced solutions of virtual reality and augmented reality, in the case of ACE Channel, one of the leading companies in Spain, and encouraging one of our members of our board, Vodafone, to deploy the infrastructure and the network and facilitate that we anticipate here and today a use case that has impact not just only from the experience and the rich user experience, also from the social impact of saving lives in the future.
Thank you, Carlos. And now I think it's important because, we have Vodafone with us. Vodafone is a partner with Hospital Clinic. And how does Vodafone to this project? I'm not talking just about the past, I'm talking about now and the future.
Yeah, sure. So we are very proud as Vodafone to be part of one of the, we think, key use cases for what 5G is going to bring in the future. 5G in this particular case brings the low latency that allows the real-time synchronization that you were mentioning before, Doctor. But also it's high-quality image through the high speeds that 5G is bringing, and a very particular element which is called network slicing, which means we can dedicate the services to in this case, the e-health service, independently from the rest. In the case of Vodafone, we have a real end-to-end connection, 5G, in the hospital, and also here, that's the 5G CPE, which is served from an antenna that's based on Hall 4. And linking nicely to what you were asking on what comes in the future, in Hall 4 we have one of the things that we think will come in the future, which is our Connected Ambulance project, which we're doing jointly with the Generalitat de Catalunya and I2CAT. We do have a pilot in central Barcelona where we are experiencing first time what the ability to connect objects, a multitude of sensors can bring to us into understanding the patient before they reach hospital and being able to monitor them and be connected so attention is provided to them with the best quality first thing.
Thanks. Looks like Alexa. I
It
can
does.
make orders.
It just doesn't talk.
No?
It will eventually speak.
Now it's a turn from the CEO of the hospital clinic, and I think, what does this project represent to the hospital? I don't know if I'm asking about the project or asking, do you think I maintain my position in the hospital?
Thank you very much, Tony. Thank you very much really for your introduction, and thank you very much for your commitment to Hospital Clinic. For me, as a physician and as a CEO of the hospital, it's really very good and very enthusiastic about the opportunity really to be the first hospital connected with the 5G technology. I think today we will see the first step, but I think this technology will open really a new scenario, which I think will be very important, not only for the hospital, which I think is good, also for the health system. I think the intelligent connectivity is crucial for health. I think in the future, like an intensive care unit, all of us will be connected probably from some health structure. I am sure that for chronic patients, this kind of technology really will help on their life, will improve their quality of life, and that will be good really for the system, doing the system sustainable. So I think we are very proud really that our hospital is the first hospital in Spain with this technology. Today we will see the first step, but I am sure that in the future we have other very good and very interesting opportunities. So thank you very much for all the people and all institutions which make this project available. Thank you very much.
For us, probably you agree with me, for us, Spain is not enough. We wanted to have.
Sure, you know that we're always dreaming, so of course we are thinking about the next step.
Good, thank you.
Sure.
Okay, now Rod. Rod is our CEO from AIS channel. Could you explain in a few words, what does it mean? What is AIS channel?
Well, to use technology to educate people is one of the goals of this circle here. So our obsession is to deliver free online education for thousands and thousands of surgeons around the world, which are looking for have the best surgeons training them and teaching them from remote locations. So it's a commitment and it's an obsession from our end to deliver this kind of knowledge in real time. And now, and today, technology and the clinical side, the technological and clinical side are converging with this solution. So we're very, very proud of this commitment with the education.
Rod, let me insist in you said free. Free is, is one of the pilot?
Yes.
Because if you wanted to make business with this, no. Free.
Only 3% of the surgeons in the world have access to high quality education. Someone has to take that responsibility, and we think that from Barcelona, from AIS, with Hospital Clinic, with these partners, Vodafone, Mobile Capital, we think that we can achieve that, and we can offer free online education to every single corner of the world.
Okay, I think it's a good opportunity to ask people if you have money, because it's free and we need money to create this. At the end, at the door, you can have a basket and you can put money. Okay, now we have a video, because probably some of you cannot understand very well what kind of operation the team is doing in the hospital. And we don't worry about that, it's no blood, no nothing, and you will see, what kind of operation that we are doing now. Can I have the video, please?
This is the colon, also known as the large intestine. It has 5 parts from right to left: ascending colon, transverse, descending colon, sigma, and rectum. Colon cancer is one of the most frequent ones, and the good news is that it can be cured with surgery. Our patient has a tumor in the sigmoid colon, which will be treated by means of a procedure called sigmoidectomy, which means removing the colon segment where the tumor is located. For treatment to be effective, we must also remove the blood vessels, arteries and veins, and lymph nodes that reach that area in the colon. So not only do we remove the tumor, but also the surrounding tissues that include the possible ways through which it can spread. In conceptual terms, first, the vessels that reach the tumor root are closed, and this is important because it will be the part we'll see, and then the fatty tissue surrounding them is removed. Then the intestine is cut a few centimeters away from the tumor to ensure a safety margin. Once the colon segment has been removed, we must connect the colon again. To do so, we must release the rest of the colon from its attachments to the abdominal cavity so that we can bring its ends together with no tension. Then a special device is introduced, the patient's anus, which brings together both ends of the intestine to suture or join them using a tissue stapler, which uses 3 rows of titanium staples.
Mr. President, as you can see here, we are really in a new way to do in the hospital clinic, because is no doubt the majority are, you know, ladies. We cannot say beautiful ladies. Say ladies, and only a couple of two stupid men. And I think it's important to remember, we are here thanks to three important people, of course, with all the partners. The first one I wanted to repeat is a patient. The second one is a team, because we are seated here in a very comfortable way. However, those guys are really operating on the patient. So we have Dr. Bravo, Dr. Otero, you know, our resident, Dr. Romina, our two nurses, surgical nurses, Flor and Teresa, our, you know, anesthesiologist, Jaume Baluz, and the nurse from anesthesia, Nuria. And I think that's important now. I think we can go to the operating room and we can see what's going on there. Can we connect with the operating room? The third pilot that I mentioned is no doubt is this, is the hospital clinic. There are some news in the newspapers. This new operating room is absolutely, you know, people, please don't, you know, commit mistake. That is an operating room, you know, with a donation of many industries. That is the reason, because they didn't cost any penny, any euro for the hospital. And you can see here, you know, the operating room, and now I can connect with this. How, Raquel, are you okay?
Yes, we're okay. Good morning, everyone, from Olympus Operating Room in Hospital Clinic.
As you can see, Raquel is the, you know, with the head of the blue one. In the left side of Raquel is Anna, and in front is our resident Romina. If you see here, you know, I can make, you know, because that is where the vessels are. You remember the movie with the lymph nodes. You see how they can see in their screen, and now they are opening something very important, because they have to leave, you know, down. They have to leave something important. Is the ureter, is the connection with the kidney and the bladder. One of the main problems, you are not in the right plane, is you can make an injury into the ureter. Raquel, let me, you know, as now you are an expert, better than me, so with your left hand here, you're making traction because you wanted to enter in this plane. I think it's very important not to go too deep, because if you go too deep, probably you enter in the retroperitoneal space and you can make an injury into the ureter. What do you think, Raquel?
Yes, I'm sure. So here there are an avascular plane, so we are going to go there and to try to find the ureter without injuries and the gonadic vessels.
Excellent. Another important thing is something that people are not really interested in this. In this area here, there are all the nerves that you need to maintain, because if you cut those nerves, the patient has problems with urinary problems, sexual problems, many things. And that is the reason, because you need to maintain, you know, this plane. As you can see here, you know, I'm drawing with my finger into this screen at the same time they have in their screen. Without, let me say, okay, the engineers say, don't say this because it's not true. Latency is 0. It's not true, it's not 0, but you can see, you know, because I'm drawing here, and at the same time, with the movement, they can see the same. That is really important, because before that, we have to freeze the image like I'm frozen here, and you can draw. But, you know, the surgeon is, you know, is moving on, and probably is not part of of the ideal operation. That is the reason, because we need to have the 5G system. Raquel, do you want to make another comment about that? Or you need some help from the FIDA? What do you think?
Could you see the image good?
I think the image is excellent.
Perfect.
Excellent. We cannot buy, due to the rules of the Congress, we cannot have the whole image into the screen. But I think even all the people are not that probably not familiar with this kind of surgery. Probably they can understand very well what are you doing. I think it's excellent. If you don't mind, you can continue operating, of course, because remember, a patient is our main importance. And we wanted to ask another group of questions to our speakers.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Thank you. We will come back.
Perfect.
Okay, Carlos, again, what does this project represent for the city? Let me say, probably, I think it now is the capital of the world, Barcelona.
Well, yes, on top of the Mobile World Congress and working with GSMA, we want basically to leave a legacy to Barcelona, to Catalonia, to Spain, to our planet, anticipating this future and having not just impact from the point of view of new rich digital experiences that are, of course, but also from the point of view of social impact. So these days in the Congress, we are seeing new use cases that already the technology is close, is here, is now, that will save people's lives and will have impact. We have seen connected cars that will reduce accidents. We have seen firefighting drones that will help us to stop fires. We have seen remote control infrastructure and industrial vehicles that will reduce and minimize accidents in construction. But if I need to identify a case that is probably having a biggest social impact in our umbrella under the 5G Barcelona Alliance, I will say that this is this case. So, top talent surgeon helping to save lives and sharing knowledge on time with high definition to improve the quality of high precision activity in a hospital. So very proud to have been part of how this technology will change our lives in the future and will have social impact.
Thank you, Carlos, again.